I like to think I'm a logical person, and yet somehow I've found myself turning into a McDonald's drive-thru because I saw a yellow sign from 3 blocks away. Truth is, I wasn't even hungry. And that's the thing about McDonald's. They don't wait for you to get hungry. They trigger the hunger and then manage every micro decision you make until you're staring at a bag filled with enough salt to preserve a mummy. It feels like a low-stakes $10 decision, but your brain isn't actually making a choice. Instead, it's responding to a trigger. So if you think your craving for McDonald's is just because you like the taste or convenience, you're giving yourself too much credit. It's a $1 million psychological design, and today we're breaking down every trap McDonald's uses.
1. The color scheme. Those famous red and yellow golden arches are literally designed to make you hungry and rushed. The color scheme, specifically the ubiquitous red and yellow psychology, sometimes called the ketchup and mustard effect, is a cornerstone of their branding. This works because these colors target primal psychological drivers. Red signals hunger and urgency, encouraging fast consumption, and yellow ensures maximum visibility, making the logo highly recognizable even at highway speeds. To use this in your own marketing, understand that warm colors speed up a consumer's decision-making process, while cool colors, like blue, promote calmness and a longer stay. In summary, the fastest way to your wallet is through your primal senses. 2. The smell trigger. It's not an accident that you can smell the fries from a block away. This is the smell trigger, a tactic often called olfactory marketing. It's the intentional design of kitchen ventilation systems to push the most appetizing smells, salt, fat, and sugar, especially the specific, standardized scent of McDonald's fries, out into the street and parking lot. This works because smell is the sense most directly linked to the limbic system, the part of the brain controlling memory and emotion. A familiar savory smell acts as a powerful craving cue, instantly creating a need state that can only be satisfied by buying the product. It's effective because it primes your appetite before you even enter the building. In summary, your nose often makes the decision before your mind does. 3. The music pacing. The next time you're in a McDonald's, listen closely. They're playing music to manage your time. The music pacing is the tactic of playing music at a deliberately fast tempo. Studies show that fast music increases heart rate and subconsciously causes people to chew, eat, and move faster. It's an engineered solution to the problem of table turnover. The faster people eat, the more customers the restaurant can serve per hour. This is effective in high-traffic, quick-service environments, but is a pitfall for high-end restaurants, which use slow, relaxing music to encourage lingering and higher wine sales. In summary, the rhythm of the restaurant controls the rhythm of your bite. 4. Auditory branding. You can't hear the phrase, "I'm lovin' it," without your brain instantly picturing a Big Mac. Auditory branding is the strategic use of sound cues, most famously their "I'm lovin' it" jingle. Pa-da-pa-pa-pa. This works through classical conditioning. The jingle is consistently paired with positive imagery and feelings of enjoyment, causing the sound itself to become a positive emotional trigger. McDonald's uses this in every advert, and often in-store music to maintain that emotional connection. In summary, the most effective marketing isn't seen, it's heard. 5. Succulent imagery. You are buying the picture, not the product. Succulent imagery is the use of large, high-definition, unpriced photos of food that stimulate the appetite. This works by engaging your sensory memory, triggering immediate feelings of hunger and desire before the rational part of your brain can process the cost. McDonald's often shows the premium items with this visual boost. The ethical concern is the massive discrepancy between the photo and the actual product. In summary, desire is born in the photo, not the kitchen. 6. The visual cue. The menu sign that flashes the moment you pull up to the drive-thru is not for ordering, it's for priming. The visual cue is the tactic of displaying large, mouth-watering pictures of a limited selection of food, often bundles, on digital signs before you reach the ordering station. This works because seeing a large combo image primes your brain to think in terms of large combos, making you more likely to order one when asked. It's especially effective in the drive-thru, where speed and limited cognitive load are key. In summary, when decisions are rushed, the last thing you saw becomes the first thing you buy. 7. The golden triangle. They don't want you to look at the center of the menu, they want you to look here. The golden triangle, or F pattern design, involves placing the most profitable or highest-priced items in key visual areas where the eye naturally lands first: the upper right corner, the middle, and the upper left corner. This works because by directing your gaze, they anchor you to the high-profit items, making the rest of the menu feel like a bargain. To use this, always position your most desirable yet profitable options in these primary visual spots. In summary, the visual flow of information is designed to extract maximum value. 8. Menu chunking. Your brain can only handle 7 things at once, and McDonald's uses that against you. The tactic of leveraging menu chunking is crucial in menu design. Research shows humans can comfortably hold about 5 to 7 items in their working memory. McDonald's menus, especially the digital ones, are typically broken down into small, digestible categories of 6 to 7 items. This works because it reduces the feeling of cognitive overload and decision fatigue, allowing you to choose quickly and instinctively. The practical use is to ensure the target items are always one of the 6 to 7 presented choices, preventing the customer from defaulting to old habits. In summary, simplify the choice and you accelerate the decision. 9. Experience chunking. The reason your wait time doesn't feel that long is because they broke the queue in 2. Experience chunking is the tactic of physically or digitally splitting the queue into 2 distinct phases: ordering and payment, and collection and waiting. This works because of how our brains perceive time. A single long wait feels agonizing, but 2 shorter, defined waits feel faster and more manageable. By moving you quickly from the order point to the collection area, McDonald's creates a moment of progress and movement, making the waiting process feel less painful and improving the memory of the experience. This is highly effective in modern stores with self-order kiosks and designated pickup zones. In summary, manage the perception of time and you manage the experience. 10. Psychological pricing. They know your rational brain registers $4.99 differently than $5. This is psychological pricing, also known as the charm price. It is the practice of pricing an item just below a round number, such as $4.99 instead of $5. This works because of the left-digit effect. Our brains process numbers from left to right. When we see $4.99, the 4 registers as the primary price point, making the product feel substantially cheaper than a price starting with a 5, even though the difference is only 1 cent. This simple trick reduces the perceived psychological barrier to purchase. It's especially effective in low-cost, high-volume retail environments where every cent of friction reduction matters. In summary, the illusion of savings is a cent, but the spending effect is dollars. 12. The supersize tactic. That middle-sized soda isn't there for you. It's there to make the large one look irresistible. This is the supersize tactic or decoy effect. When faced with a small soda, $2, and a large soda, $3, the choice is hard. But introduce a medium soda at $2.75 as a decoy, and suddenly the large soda is the clear winner because it's only 25 cents more than the medium but offers significantly more volume. This works because people prefer a clear justification for their choice, and the decoy provides that justification. To use this, never present only 2 options. Always frame your target option against a slightly worse decoy option. It's effective in almost all menu contexts, increasing average order value. McDonald's uses this in nearly all of its meal deals to push you toward the higher margin medium or large size. In summary, the middle option is the silent salesman working for the largest profit. 13. The limited time offer. The McRib isn't a sandwich, it is a tool in exploiting your fear of missing out. The limited time offer, or the scarcity principle, is the tactic of offering popular or novelty items for a restricted, often unpredictable window of time. This triggers the fear of missing out. Because the item might disappear tomorrow, its perceived value and desirability skyrocket, causing a flood of dedicated impulse buying. To use this effectively, the offer must be genuinely scarce and desirable. In summary, urgency is a psychological currency, and McDonald's is a master counterfeiter. 14. Suggestive selling. That famous question, "Would you like fries with that?" is a masterclass in psychological compliance. Suggestive selling, often called the upsell, is a direct appeal to add a small, high-margin item to an already accepted purchase. This works because once you have said yes to the main item, the burger, you have mentally committed to the purchase. The subsequent upsell is perceived as a small, easy decision. Crucially, the question is always phrased as a benefit. Would you like to complete your meal? Or a natural pairing, fries with a burger. It's effective because the effort of saying no is often greater than the effort of saying yes to the small add-on. In summary, the cost of the purchase is in the initial yes. Everything else is an easy add-on.
14. The speed tactic. The true product of McDonald's is not the burger. It's the speed of the transaction. The speed tactic, often associated with the drive-thru urgency, leverages the psychological principle of time scarcity. This works because it creates a powerful convenience cue that fits perfectly into modern busy lifestyles. When you are hungry and in a rush, McDonald's becomes the path of least resistance. This is most effective during peak meal times when the psychological payoff of speed is highest. In summary, in fast food, speed is the ultimate psychological commodity. 15. Pester power. The greatest salesman in McDonald's history is the cheap plastic toy in the Happy Meal. Pester power is the tactic of targeting children with toys, colorful branding, and easily digestible characters, like Ronald McDonald, to influence the parents' purchase decision. This works because children leverage their emotional connection to their parents to get what they want. The toy provides an instant, tangible reward that overrides the parents' rational concerns about nutrition or cost. This is universally effective in family marketing. In summary, the customer is the child, but the wallet belongs to the parent. So there it is, the complete psychological machine of McDonald's. Every element is a calculated tactic designed to move you toward a specific outcome, a quick decision, and a slightly larger purchase. Once you recognize these forces, you stop being a target and start being an architect of your own choices. Now that you know the hidden game, what is the single most manipulative tactic you'll look out for next time you order fast food? Let me know in the comments below.